Good morning, guys. Let's go over ADA Cardano. You guys have been requesting this video a lot. I'm sorry I haven't come out with it more. Oh man, Ethereum and Bitcoin have just been taking the limelight lately, but ADA has been doing crazy good, skyrocketing up here. Those of you guys who did happen to get into the long trade here at about $1.57 that I talked about in the, well, it was 2 videos ago now for ADA. Those of you guys are in here, you guys are doing very well. I did not get picked up in here. I was waiting for more of my buy limits to get hit, but I know some of you guys over email, some of you guys that have been coaching, I've been teaching you guys this thought of, actually, hold on, let me go there in a second. But everybody's in here up 28.41%, you're doing well. I do have a guy right now who is up over $80,000 on this long trade. So he's doing very well. I've been talking to him over email, and he has our metrics and he has the indicators, and he's been following it in here. So he did very well. Okay, let me start this and then we're going to go over, and I want to show you guys something that this could be a sucker's rally. I'll get to it fast, but I just want to make this really quick point here quick. Make sure you guys are watching the divergence on here over the weekend, watching the price versus the whale money flow. If this whale money flow in here, let me get this a little bit bigger so you can see this. If whale money flow starts moving down here in green and structure in pink, which is the structure of the price, moves sideways or back up, that means money's flowing out of the market. Not a very strong chance this is going to keep heading up, okay? As well as if we start seeing divergence on the trend exhaustion, we are now pushing back up into the top red section. So I wouldn't doubt if this weekend we do see a sell-off on ADA. It could be the big one that we've been looking for. Very nice higher low. All right. As far as ADA goes, guys, when you guys trade the strategy, I am very adamant about here. Actually, let me go over here. So I'll pull this over. It just makes it a little bit easier. I'm very adamant about making sure that you guys are following the buy limits. But I ended up coming out with a video update of this, and it's why the actual page looks different. And I did this video update right around this area around here. So it was somewhere around here. I can't remember the exact date. All I know it was definitely before the long trade was called, for sure. Because I know that because I told people to get in with market orders as a possibility. But what you guys can do is make sure this weekend you're watching this. These are all updated. By the way, anyone who's following me on Ethereum or ADA on this channel, and you guys are like, I want to take all your trades, Travis, these buy limits are updated, as well as other ones for Bitcoin and all the other coins that I may not have time to get to today. Make sure you guys, I promise I'm not just saying this just to pump the membership. That's not the point here. This is definitely due for what I believe a nice move back down. I'll show you the sucker's rally today. You want to be ready to be set up in here if this price goes back down. But let me point out what I was going to say. In that strategy, if you guys watch the video here at the bottom, I teach you guys how to go into a market order at any time. You do not have to wait for this to end up getting and hitting your buy limit to get into the market. I had people watch that video I did. They also watched it on the ADA, the video I did in the tutorial. They took advantage of that and they took my advice. Literally, honestly, guys, every single person I have personally done a coaching session with one-on-one as we go over their finances of what positions they're in, making a trading strategy. Every single person I tell it to when I'm coaching people is that if you feel right now that you really think this is going to keep going up, you can put in 25% and then go ahead and dollar cost average on your way down. If you do 25%, you definitely want to make sure you remove the first buy limit and use your 3 limits at the second, third, and fourth buy limits, okay? Gives you a lot of space to let the price move down just in case it keeps heading up. But you can absolutely come in here and use market orders whenever you want. But I highly suggest it is only 25% of the allotted amount you want to trade with ADA, especially right now where I would personally not be placing any trades whatsoever. I would definitely be waiting for a drop back down. Buy low, sell high. You would be buying high right now. Absolutely opposite of what Warren Buffett, a lot of the traders, professional traders are doing out there. Okay, so let's take a look at this sucker's rally that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about. If you take a look at the psychology of a market cycle for Bitcoin, we also see this on just a regular Wall Street psychology of a market cycle. We see this nice move down. We see, multiple touches at support down here, and then we start seeing moves back up. If you guys come over here and you take a look at ADA on the daily time frame, what we'll see is a nice move up, multiple touches at the bottom, and then we have this move up here that we're seeing right now. This move right here could be, now we're just going to do, remember guys, data. We're just looking at data on this channel. I do believe this could be a sucker's rally where we saw this happen for Bitcoin. This is where we get into disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. Disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. Okay. Where we start seeing a move back up here and then we start seeing major corrections back down, then getting ready to maybe go into maybe some consolidation after that and then another pump back up. Okay. So that's something that you just need to be aware of. I'm not trying to say that that's exactly what's going to happen, but since it's happened in the past, it is something wisdom would look at this and be like, okay, I need to make sure that's something I keep in my mind as I'm watching this. Now, like I said, I do not believe long trades in here right now is a smart idea whatsoever. The trend exhaustion is pushed all the way up to the top here. We also have the whale money flow at the very top. When we see this historically, we start seeing the whales taking profit and the price starts moving back down. So that is why I am absolutely not jumping on ADA over the weekend whatsoever. I am just going to be patient. I'm just going to be patient. All of the buy limits have been updated, so make sure you guys watch that. Let's go over the metrics real quick for ADA. Make sure you're following this over the weekend. They will be updating. If you guys want access to any of these, it's $49 a month, just under the pricing if you're brand new to this channel. So there you guys go. Awesome. So ADA, the emotional index of this, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, remember that, it's going to update. This is pushed up very high into the greedy section. We haven't seen this for a very, very long time. The last time we saw this over here was the initial pump of ADA when we got this initial move, the psychology market cycle, when everything just pumps. Your metrics, your indicators are going to fail like crazy in here. It's just a bunch of thrill, euphoria, disbelief, and optimism and hope. It's just a bunch of emotions just being pushed in here. This is your teenage years, and then you start, getting a little older, if you understand. Okay, so when you see this up into the greedy stages up here, this is where I just absolutely am just patient. I'm going to be patient, guys. This isn't a channel where I'm going to get really emotional and be like, guys, we got to jump in. It's going up. It's going up. Like, nope, none of that. Absolutely none of that. I'm going to be patient and wait for this to drop down. We will make good money when it drops back down and we ride this thing back up. We're going to be conservative because there's a lot of people out there who are jumping on this. I know, because I'm so sorry, but I know you guys are messaging me over email, and you guys have told me before that this exact same thing happening right now is what you guys did on Doge. And I feel for you. Like, please understand. I did this myself. I was in here. I understand what you're feeling. But this euphoria feeling that people are feeling on ADA and the market right now, a lot of times can be contributed to the same move we saw up here for Dogecoin and other coins, where people came out here. The SNL skit came out for Elon Musk. I'm sorry, I'm going over Doge a little bit because I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover this today. So I want to give you this to you guys. But a lot of euphoria was in the market. I know people right now, because I'm talking to you over email, who you guys, what you did on ADA, what you might do right now is you guys come in here and you totally buy right now. And then what you do is you're stuck holding the bag for months, like weeks and months, sometimes months, where, weeks at a time, where you just can't do anything. Like, you ran out of money because you put all of your money into the high because all your friends said it was going up really fast. You got all your money in here. Yes, you might have seen, 5, 10, 20% in the profit. Awesome. You didn't sell. You ended up coming out and you're holding the bag, and now you don't have any money and you're just really frustrated. Like, I am dealing with people right now over email like that, and I'm so sorry that you guys are dealing with that. But please, when you guys watch this channel, understand dollar cost averaging and using the exact metrics we have to call the actual trade entries are going to be extremely, extremely helpful for you guys. I am not at all looking to buy this thing. I am going to be extremely patient over the weekend. Honestly, guys, I don't even feel like I'm going to look at the charts over the weekend. I'm going to have the buy limits set. The metrics will update. So those will always update no matter what. But over the weekend, I'm going to be patient, okay? Follow this here as we go over weekend analysis. Long versus short trades. So we did see a little bit of a decrease in short trades yesterday. This is yesterday's chart at 8 a.m. And then we saw a little bit of a spike of long trades. This makes sense why we saw a little bit of a move up here, because we're currently at the 13th today. So the 12th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time was right around this area, or right around here. So exactly at this bottom is when we started seeing that shift. And it actually predicted the future. That's why I love showing you guys these metrics before they come out. Yesterday, when this dropped down with short trades and long trades increased, this is when we saw a pump in ADA. It makes sense. The money flow changed. If you're looking over at BTC, you can still see over here that money is flowing drastically out of the market for long trades, and even short trades are dropping off a little bit here because I think people are seeing a move up, but this is still more of a bearish sign in the market than it is bullish. All right, let's continue to go over ADA here. I want to try to cover multiple coins because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of them today. Long versus short trade risk, obviously still in the great short trade area. This is just patience. I'm going to wait for this, guys. I believe when the buy limits get picked up, the first, second, third, we will start seeing this metric push down to the good long trade and great long trade section. I'm going to dollar cost average into this all the way down. So if we get picked up at the first one and it keeps dropping, awesome. We'll get a better entry, and we'll get a better entry as this keeps falling. And you guys can access that metric over at Trade Confident on the front page. As far as the well and the institutional smart money, this has just still been catching my eye a lot here. And what I do is, what I currently see, I have to go back and look in the past when we've seen these types of moves down right here in the market. It's just, there's never been a time when this amount of accumulation in the market for smart trades going short that it hasn't seen a big pullback. Like, we haven't seen it in the market. Every single time it's seen a pullback. Do I think ADA could push to the all-time high of 250 again in this bull run? I don't think. I think that's very unlikely that we're going to shoot up another 50 cents before we see a very nice correction. Now, I am very bullish on all crypto in general because I don't believe the global adoption is anywhere close to where it can be. So that is why my goal here is just simply to get in on the move down and ride this back up. If it keeps dropping, we have buy limits in our exchanges, so it helps us basically diversify risk if it keeps going down. Okay, support and resistance prices. This is where the strongest level of support is. This is so clear on the chart. It's at $1.40, like $1.40, $1.40, $1.40, right around this level here. You guys will notice today when you watch the actual updates of today and over the weekend for the actual entries for ADA, you will see that some of them are around this area of about $1.40, right around this area around here. I'll give you guys a heads up, okay? Make sure you're watching that and make sure you're updating your buy limits in your exchange. I will be doing it with you guys. I never, ever come in and update my buy limits without doing it after 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so I'm trading exactly with you. I have already come in and updated them on the server side, but what I'm doing is I come in and trade with you. I just want to make that transparent. I'm not taking calls early or anything like that, and you guys will be able to hold me accountable to that because you see my exact buy limits in here. So if you want to trade with me and ride the price up with me, I will be entering those, okay? Quickly, let's go over this and we'll end the video. Dollar cost average entries, you guys are doing great, fantastic. Those of you guys who are up here at the moment, I am expecting that drop to happen pretty soon. So if you want to take about 50% profit or 25% profit, that's great. If you are, which I know some of you guys are, you're holding for 5 to 10 years in here, fantastic, guys. Great job at getting into any of these bottom areas and just putting money in and holding. You did very well. Exit points in the market, this has been flashing red very strong, so I am going to be waiting for this to start updating. Let me say it a different way. With these blocks in here, it just tells me one thing. It's an overbought market, and everything, the S&P 500, every stock you guys have ever looked at, it can only have so much supply or demand at one time with a run before you start seeing moves back down in the market. Everyone is going to have their turn of excitement. Everyone's going to have their turn of, hopefully not, but sometimes depression and anger. You need to understand that this is just what's going to happen. I'm not frustrated that I'm not in this trade. I'm not. I'd rather have emotional peace in my life and just realize, okay, we're just going to get ready for the next trade. Because everyone who's really excited right now, who's buying in, which a ton of people are clearly buying in because it's just green candles, if this thing heads back down, they're going to be so frustrated when this thing goes down and they didn't sell. Just understand that when you guys watch people, watch this in your own emotions and your friends and the people you hang out with. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Guys, we're not getting emotional on this channel. I promise you guys, we're not getting emotional. We are sticking straight to metrics and we are using the buy limits and we are getting into these trades and we're just going to be making profit when the trades come to us, okay? We are not going to FOMO into anything on this channel ever. I promise you guys that. I've never done it and I won't do it. I'm going to stick to the metrics here. We will be patient. The smartest and the wisest thing to do right now in this market is not to jump onto it. Can't say it. This is not financial advice. It is not to be buying into the market right now whatsoever. I don't care if this thing goes up another 5-10% and hits 250. The psychological principle that you need to understand is a market that is fully pumped up like this in this euphoria stage. It is not smart to go long. Go ahead. If you want to go long and you make your percentages, that's totally fine, but know that that behavior in the future will not be beneficial to you whatsoever. I really do believe the smartest thing to do right now is to be patient with me on these metrics here and just wait for this to pull back. I really do believe you guys will feel that you're really rewarded as you're like, okay, the emotions calmed down. We did see a retracement. We're in the market now and we're starting in our long trade and we're making money again. And then all the emotions of all the people out there start start shifting. So just make sure you guys are aware of that and just make sure you're giving yourself a ton of grace when you're trading. Give yourself grace, guys. I just want to point that out there. Be gentle on yourself if you guys didn't get into these trades and you see your friends in them. Be gentle, okay? I know this is probably silly for some people to hear this, but I really mean this. Go ahead and let this move back down. Get into your next trade. Use wisdom. Stay consistent with this strategy. It's winning 75 to 80% of the time. That's clear from the metrics. And if you guys are sticking to that versus using emotion, you will always come out ahead at the end. Isn't it better at the end for your strategy to always put you in profit over the next 5 to 10 years, over the next 5 to 10 years, you're in profit in 5 years, versus someone who came in here, they had a really, really cool story a few times, but they ended up getting emotional and they ended up losing more than they put in. The guy who was okay losing the big trades and stayed consistent to his strategy is the winner because he was the one that made the most at the end, okay? That's just a scenario I want you guys to ponder in your mind. It can go both ways, but just understand that that's something that can both happen. All right, guys, I won't be on the videos on the weekend. Hopefully, we're going to have our baby over this weekend, but the metrics will be updating. Very important you guys have your membership over there to watch it. Yes, this will be updating, so make sure you guys are checking these on the weekend. Have a good one, guys. God bless you so much. Watch the divergence on the price versus while money flow and the trend exhaustion. These indicators are going up September 1st, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye, guys.